This is me, and this is my dog Molly. She's a 10-year-old yellow lab that doesn't know anything about college basketball, and the only really thing she likes is this lamb chop and a stinky bone. So that gave me a thought. Can Molly make a better March Madness bracket than me? Only one way to find out. Okay, here's a little background about Molly. First of all, she's actually made a bracket before. I tried to do this video last year in 2025, but kind of failed to edit and just never recorded. But I still have the bracket, and she turned out to pick Texas A&M to win it all. Texas A&M. And I don't know how far they went, but I don't really think they went very far in the tournament. Maybe Sweet 16, round of 32, I'm not sure. So there's not much I can do on Selection Sunday, so I think we're just gonna have to wait for tomorrow on Monday and make her bracket.
The next morning.
Hey guys, day 2, it's early in the morning, and today's the day we're gonna try and make Molly's bracket. Now I'm gonna tell you guys on how I'm gonna make sure she can make the bracket. Basically, I'm gonna take 64 sticky notes and write each team down on each sticky note. Then I'm gonna grab one piece of kibble representing each team in each round. Piece of kibble will represent one team, and whichever kibble she eats first, the team will move on to the next round. So after all, she'll probably have a full meal of kibble at the end of this, but I think she'll like it anyway. By the way, I also made my bracket earlier this morning, and I have Duke winning it all against Michigan in the national championship. So it's time to write some teams on sticky notes. Okay guys, so I just completed the first step, and now we got to move on to the second step, which is actually grabbing the kibble. Now, I don't know how she's not going to notice me grabbing the kibble, but we got to grab, I don't know how many pieces of kibble we got to grab, but I'm going to count them on the bracket, and then I'll probably put them in a bag or like a small cup. Okay, so right here is her kibble, and I'm going to grab pieces of kibble. I think that's plenty for the amount of teams and games that they're on. I think that's plenty. This is her bracket. Alright guys, we got the bracket. We got everything we need, so it's time for her to start picking teams. Now for the rest of the first round, I decided to take a different plan. We finished the first round, and I'm just going to go ahead and show you her bracket. Now it's time for round 2. I'm only going to show her weird picks.
Flashback.
The bracket, and she turned out to pick Texas A&M to win it all. Texas A&M. Molly, come here. Alright guys, it's day 3. Tournament starts tomorrow, so we're going to try and get as many games in as we can today. After filling out her Sweet 16, she was left with these 8 teams: Duke, UCLA, Iowa, Idaho, Arkansas, Miami, Hofstra, and Iowa State. Now that she only has 8 teams, this is where it gets serious. Here goes the final 3 matches.
UCLA over Idaho. Iowa State over Miami. National championship time. Who will she pick? Iowa State. Here is her bracket fully filled. The bracket has been completed, and now we just gotta wait for tomorrow for the games to begin. Alright guys, day 4, game day. Super excited. Let's just get straight into this day, and I'll update you guys when the day's over.
Finds people. Tillian on a kick. Thornton, the jumper is pure. Great skill right there.
Day 1 of the tournament. Let's go.
Not even a full day into March Madness, and we already have a huge upset. High Point taking down Wisconsin in the first round, 83-82. After day 1, my best bracket was at 96%, while Molly was at 4.2%. A little bit into the second round, and I was taking a big lead on Molly. Alright guys, I recently haven't been filming, and I forgot to film the entire Sweet 16, so now it's the start of the Elite 8, and that is when I kind of made a huge discovery. Basically, in the first round, Idaho lost, so that's her first Final Four team that's out. In the second round, UCLA and Miami lost, which knock out the next 2 Final Four teams, which leaves her with only Iowa State, and let's just say this happened last night. So, yeah, her bracket's kind of cooked now, as you can kind of see, but the thing is, she did pick Iowa beating Florida, which was very surprising to me. I mean, my best bracket's in 5th in my group.
Track it down, and he will. And it's over.
And as Michigan won the national championship, here's what I have to say.
So to answer the question, can Molly make a better bracket than me? No. But no one can make a perfect bracket. The chances of making a perfect bracket are 9.2 quintillion. And now that I think about it, Molly got 7.2%, which means she did better than the 7.2% of 26 million people. That's something to actually think about, and Molly's just a 10-year-old dog. Actually, technically 11 now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys liked it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.